I am such a huge music fan, and I get it from my younger days when I was growing up in the 70s. I was the type where I refused to let the radio stations tell me what a hit song was. I came from a music loving family, and I give you examples of what I mean by that. My mom, she bought a lot of albums. She had so many albums. We had cabinets full of albums from the olden days. And I would still pick through it, listen to it. But when it comes to songs and albums, I was the type of person I played the whole album. I wanted to know what every song sounded like. That doesn't mean everything was hits or not, but at least it let me know. Going back to what I was just saying about being the radio station dictating what was going on, I wasn't playing that. Now, my mom, her albums were along the lines of her favorite, who was Dinah Washington, but she also had like Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday. She had Etta James. She had Frank Sinatra, and even ones that I listened to like Brooke Benton. And that's just to name a few because I told you about how many albums that she had. And then as time went on, I would go to my sister Tanya. I would go to her collection. She had a lot of albums and her stuff in milk crates and such. And she was the one who was listening to Stevie Wonder. She had Temptation. She had Angie Bofield, Peebo Bryson, and what I really liked in her collection was The Undisputed Truth. And fast forward a little bit of time when I started buying albums, and my thing was buying Cameo, Lakeside, Heat Wave. I loved all of them, and I was crazy about the Emotions. So go back to what I said. I'm playing every song. I'm trying to dictate what's the hit and what's not. And at that time, we had those on cassette tapes. Now I know I'm sounding old talking about cassettes. I would take the albums, play them, dictate what I'm putting on cassette tapes, walk around with my boombox and play my music. My friends and neighbors, a lot of them weren't like me. They let the radio stations tell them what was a hit song. They would pick up the Jet magazine, turn to the back, and see what the top 20 hits of the week were. And that was their version of hearing a hit song or knowing what a hit song was. So as I'm playing mine and they would like it, I always got that, oh, damn, Mark, who is that? I ain't heard that. I would give them the knowledge of who it was. And let's just say that I said that it was the Jackson 5 as an example, or even someone, like I just said, Heatwave. They're like, man, I ain't never heard that. The radio ain't playing that. I halfway even listen to the radio to even know what the radio is playing. This makes a person go, man, I want that. Then I would either get them exactly what they want, give them the whole album, or I would dictate their likes because I would do things like make a all slow song cassette, make all dance music, all romantic song to tailor to what their needs of music was. This was my hustle. I got paid pretty decently off of that at $5 and $6 at a time. And once they would leave, play the music, now somebody else coming to me, did you make the music for so and so? I want one too. So I learned at a teenage age that this is beneficial. But like I said, they didn't take the time to do the same research that I did and go from there. Now, let's fast forward to the 2020s. We don't have cassettes anymore, but the same process goes. I'm sharing that knowledge with you to say this. I still don't let videos, radio stations, or anyone else tell me what a hit song is. I still look for unknown artists and great songs. And in doing such, this gives me a chance to relate to people my age in music, relate to people in my kids' age in music, even relate to my grandkids in their music because I'm listening to everything. I say that for this reason. I want to share with you some knowledge of what I found and maybe people and artists who you not even heard of before. So let me share with you what I mean by that. I'm going to bring a few artists to your knowledge and let you know these are somebody you should be trying to hear. So I'm going to start off with a singer who goes by the name of BJ the Chicago Kid. BJ the Chicago Kid has been around for a while. He has very good music. He's got that middle 70s, late 70s, early 80s sound about him. Something like Marvin Gaye, but not so much like it. But at the same time, great music, great songs, and enough to keep you interested into the dance grooves if you wanted to dance. One of his songs that he has is called Turning Me Up. Very good song. You're going to be nodding your head. You're going to be tapping your feet to his music. So after Turning Me Up, you have something called Good Lovin'. Great song. I hate to say that again, but it really was. And then what's really nice is he did a song called Church. And the remix of Church is just awesome. And then to hear him when he hits his part, when he hits that, I got church in the morning, church in the morning. Hopefully we can go to heaven. I pray. That's a great song. So if you have not heard it or you didn't know who he was, look that song up and let me know exactly what you're thinking about when you talk about that singer. The next person I want to talk about is, I will tell you right now, this young lady is one of my favorite singers over the last 10, 12 years. And her name is Amber Mark. I did a video before where I spoke about Amber Mark, but I can't help but she fits the category. I think she needs to be heard. And Amber Mark, the first time I ever heard her, probably about 2013, 14, she did a song with a guy who went by the name of Dram. And the name of the song was called Put You On. When I first saw the video of it, I thought Dram was singing and he had background singers because Amber Mark was there with two other young ladies. After the fact, you see that it was just Dram and Amber Mark. Past that confusion, after looking her up and really seeing how good she was, I found that she had other music that was just as good. There's something about her style that I really loved. I thought that she was amazing. So even after she did the song with Dram, I seen that good by herself as well. And she did a song that was called Foreign Things. That was a very good song. She did one called What It Is. That was kind of recent. She did one called What If, kind of recently. But what I suggest that you listen to, she did a remake of Sade's Stronger Than Pride. Kind of hard to remake a Sade song, so they say. But I want you to listen to it and see just how you can tell she is a Sade, maybe Sade's her idol, that type of situation. She did such a great job on it. And I just hope and wish that someone has gotten that song to Sade so Sade can hear it herself. I bet she will love it. And the next person I want to talk about is a singer who goes by the name of Alex Isley. So you heard the name Isley, and that is true. She is a family member of the legendary Isley Brothers. She's out on her own. She's not utilizing her family for anything else. This is not a Nepo baby situation. She is that talented. When it comes to Alex Isley, I have to pause a little bit to have a little bit of a rant going on because I always complain about these younger ones who don't know and think they know. I'm in that situation right now. Alex Isley remade the song called At Your Best. I know dang well y'all know the song At Your Best. You are our love. Okay, so here's what the 90s, 2000 baby said. Oh man, she's tripping. I know dang well she ain't out here trying to redo Aaliyah. Nobody can do Aaliyah. All right? Here's where the nope comes in at. Hell no. Because here's the thing. Had you took the time and do a little bit of knowledge, you would understand that the song was not Aaliyah's originally. It was remade from the Isley Brothers. And Alex Isley's father, Ernie Isley, wrote the song. So you're trying to tell me that it's not okay for a singer, a professional singer, to sing her own father's song. That's point one. Point two, stop them damn comparisons when you saying that nobody can do somebody else's song. Not gonna happen. Remakes are gonna happen. So if you listen to her version of it, you'll see what I mean. She didn't copy her dad's song, style for style. She didn't copy Aaliyah, style for style. She put her own little thing on it. Alex Isley, she did this wonderful song with the singer Lucky Day and Masego, two wonderful singers as well. And the name of that song was called Good and Plenty. That song is awesome. So she has other songs out there too, but check it out. Let me know what you all think. Now, I'm going to also talk about one more singer now, and I feel like this one well overlooked. I'm going to talk about the singer by the name of Snoh Aalegra. Snoh Aalegra is from Sweden, and she has a unique sound about her. She's very talented. There are a couple of guys who are out of Canada who call their group Division. And I noticed that in her music videos, Snoh Aalegra's music videos, they're in it. I noticed that she is even on a couple of their songs. So either they're her producing team or they're on the same record label, but so much talent in one area. She did one song which had a twinge of a remake from Bobby Caldwell that was called Do for Love. She did a song called Whoa. She did a song that was very nice called Dying for Your Love. And my favorite song by her was a song called I Want You Around. That song is beautiful. It's very nice. Now, my thing is this. Snoh Aalegra's been around for a little while, but I thought she would have blown up by now. But I'm telling you this right now, she is going to blow up, and we just waiting around to see how long it's going to take. This is going to be probably first in a series for me because I have other artists that I would love to share, but I know in a time consideration, this will be drawn out long if I go any further than this. Check these singers out. Come back and give me a holler and let me know if you agree with my choices or if you feel like I've overlooked somebody, let me know in the comments. I'm going to close this for now and say, all right, y'all. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.